Yo, what's good with y'all boys? Back with another video. You feel me? A nice little calm video for y'all boys. We outside with the TSX. A little dirty right now. I washed it to take some pictures if y'all seen on my Instagram, YouTube shorts, stuff like that. But as you can see, it rains, so that shit dirty as hell. But today we got a nice video for y'all. I'm gonna just be going over the car and telling y'all 5 things I hate about the car and 5 things I love about the car. If you know how I'm feeling in my current state, because we got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. That's why I haven't y'all been getting videos consistently. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff working on, so we're gonna get this video pumped out real quick, get this out for y'all, and get started right now. So the first thing I hate about this car, I feel like I just have to say this because if you know about TSXs, you're in the TSX community, this is just like, you should know about this, is the transmission. The automatic CL9 TSXs tend to have transmission issues. They break, they slip, they like, you know, it just gives issues. Thankfully mine does only have 40K miles, so mine haven't broke yet, but even just driving it like 40K miles, damn near brand new, it is tuned, so you know, it acts a little better, shifts a little better and stuff. Like, I'm still having problems, like sometimes in low gears I'll like bog to get up to second gear, or when I shift into reverse or first gear, it'll like be super loud, and you can like hear it hecka loud outside the car. And then yeah, stuff like that. Sometimes struggle getting into gears and slipping, and it's just like, the car is brand new, why am I having problems? So if you guys are gonna get a TSX, I would definitely recommend manual, as a lot of other people would do, because the automatic can give you problems and they are bound to braking. All right, so the next thing I hate about this car, I don't know about hate, but I hate about this car is it's slow. So this is what you kind of expect buying an 04 Honda. You don't expect for it to be super fast, but you know, it's slow. I've gotten used to the power. I have it tuned, made like 25 whatever extra horsepower, and it's still like, you know, like I feel like I need something fast. Like, it's slow. I can't race anybody. I lose all the races. Anybody wants to pull up next to me at a light, unless you're like a fucking like Toyota Prius, like I'm getting gapped, you know? It's slow. It's like not as fast as other sports cars. So when you buy this, don't expect to be going, feel me, super fast. But I mean, it is like, for what it is, it's quick, but like, it's a fun car. It has good handling in corners. Like, you know, it's decently fast. It's enough for like a first car getting used to power. But you know, once you get used to it, this happens with not even just this car, but a lot of cars, once you get used to the power, it just becomes slow to use. So yeah, that's my next thing I hate about this car. It's slower than I would like, and in that next build, hopefully I'm looking for something faster. So the third thing I hate about this car is the aftermarket support. So there is a decent amount of aftermarket support. As you can see, I have a few things done to my car, like exhaust, lip, wheels, side skirts, which are DIY, you know, stuff like that, the front lips and stuff. But I feel like there should be more to do to this car. Like, there's just a whole type of things you can name, like mirror caps and like other, like they didn't have side skirts for this car. I had to make these myself or pay like $150 for like some ones that I wouldn't even know if they fit or not. Like, there's no sort of like cool diffusers, only like one option out there. Like, it's missing like some aftermarket support. It has a decent amount, but like, you know, this wing is not even made for this car. I bought this off of eBay. It's like rubber and bendable. You can, I think, use it on multiple different cars. And it's like, you know, I've made do of what I have with the lips too. Even this black lip is from a WRX. It's not even for the TSX. So I just feel like it's missing some aftermarket support. I feel like it should have some more, maybe some more body kits, some more different front bumpers and different styles. Like, I don't know, just some different stuff, because I feel like there's not enough for this car, and I feel like there wasn't a lot of options for me picking what to do to this car, which is why a lot of TSXs out there tend to look the same, because there's not that many options unless you make custom, you know, stuff, which a lot of people do end up doing. But yeah, that is the third thing I hate about this car. All right, so the fourth thing I hate about this car has to be the legroom. This car is what I like to say, it's small and big. It's like a small car, but like bigger than it looks. I don't know, but the interior is just really small. So the front seat, I'm 6 foot, so if you're tall, I have the seat scooted as far back and as far low as it can, and I still like wish I could go a little bit further to reach the pedals, because I'm still like, my knees are damn near hitting the steering wheel, and it doesn't go back any further, and that's just like kind of an issue for me, because I want to be comfortable. And then when you come to the back seat, when I have my seat all the way back, like there's barely any leg room. Even on that side with that seat scooted up, there's like, you know, barely enough leg room. There's not a lot of room in this car, you know. A lot of it went to the trunk and the engine bay, and the interior is just like made for, you know, small people. So if you're big, thankfully think about considering that one if you're thinking about getting in this car, because there is not a lot of space for you and your passengers to set your legs, bags, and whatever else. All right, so the fifth thing I hate about this car, it's not really a hate, but it's just like what I expected, is the older technology, you know, the older steering wheel, missing some buttons, no heated steering wheel, no, like, it has heated seats, but it's just missing a lot of the stuff, like the old radio. The old radio didn't even have CarPlay, didn't have Bluetooth, didn't have aux, didn't have no way for me to play my own music. I was stuck listening to the radio, which is why this is the first mod I did to this car. And even when I put this one in, like the clock doesn't work. It's just stuff like that. It's just older technology. It's not a lot of options, and it's just like, you know, not a whole lot going on, and you just wish you had some of the extra options the newer cars have. But this is kind of what you expect when buying a 04 Honda, to be honest. But just to let y'all know, that is missing some older technology, which is my worst thing was the radio, because I couldn't listen to no old, like my own music without buying an extension to plug in and stuff like that. So that is the 5 things I hate about my car. The 5 main things, I don't know about hate, but just dislike, and that's just like, if I had to pick 5 things I hate about the car, those would be the 5 things. But now getting on to the good things, the good side, the first thing has to be the looks. I love the way this car looks, the way it even comes from factory. It's just a good base to start, and you know, it's just like, it just looks good, you know? Like, it is a little long. I feel like that's the only thing I don't like about this car, but like, my favorite angle, like this type of angle, it just looks good with the extra lips, the wheels, the stance. Like, it's just good looking car. I get a lot of attention because this isn't that common where I'm from in California. This, like, I'm sure if you go to like Japan or Europe or somewhere else, you might see a lot of these, but just here it's not that common. And seeing one modded like this, tastefully, not too much done, not clapped out, like, I do get a lot of attention, a lot of compliments, and it's just, you know, really good looking, and it shows, you know, other people see it, gets a lot of heads turned, and yeah. So the next plus definitely has to be its reliability. This thing is reliable. Besides the transmission problems, if you got a manual or just ignore the transmission, this thing will run you up to like 300K. You know, we got the K24A2 K series engine in here. And it's just like, I've had no issues with this car. I do have 40K miles, so I'm not like that eligible to speak about the reliability, but what I've noticed so far, it's given me no problems. The only problems I've had is some of the aftermarket stuff I put on, but besides that, like, I've literally had 0 problems. The car's given me 0 problems at all, like nothing. I've serviced it myself, did some oil, did an oil change, spark plugs, and it's just like, I've had 0 problems with the car. Like, I can't complain. It's reliable. Everybody knows it's reliable. It'll last forever. It's a Honda, and this is just like what you get buying this car. You know, it's reliable and it's good for what it is. So my next thing I love about this car, the second thing, I feel like it's a little underrated, and it's just like a smaller thing that I feel like I had to put in this list just because I appreciate it so much, is the gauge cluster. Like, it just looks so simple, so clean, so cool. Like the LED circles and everything, just the lights, like, I don't know why, but it just, like, I love it. So the next thing I love about this car definitely has to be the comfortability, except for the leg room. You know, you see my knees like damn near touching, but besides that, the car is really comfortable. The steering wheel feels nice to feel. There's like grooves on the back. It's just, it holds your hand good. Even the shift knob is good. The seats like hold you in. They're super comfortable. I made multiple road trips in this car, even with the coilovers on. I think I have 12K in the front, 8K in the rear, or switched one of those, and it's just like, it's super comfortable. I've had no problems. Like, the seats are just mad, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like super comfy. It's super nice feel inside. I just love, like, it's a perfect daily driver in my opinion. Like, it's super comfortable. It's super just practical. It's a good feel, even with the updated radio and, you know, everything else. It's amazing. So the fifth thing I love about this car has to be how easy it is to work on. As you can see by this engine bay, there's just so much room around the engine bay. There's so much room under, so much room around the wheel wells. Like, it's easy to work on. It's easy to get to everything. Everything's there. It's not a lot of stuff like the German cars. Everything's packed up. Like, it's really easy to work on. I did the intake, headers, I did suspension. I did, you know, full exhaust, and like, it was all not that bad. I did everything in a garage or a driveway, and it was just easy to do. Didn't need to shop for most of it, and it was like just really easy to work on. I feel like that should be pointed when looking into cars, if you are like me and do your own work, or take it to a shop. Labor fees are less because it's easier to work on, you know. And then the bonus option, 6th and final thing, I feel like it's a love-hate. It depends who you are. It's kind of objective. It has to be the sound. So what I love about the sound, I love the higher RPMs. I know with like a good exhaust, the right exhaust, it will sound good. It, you know, it can be raspy with some, but it sounds good. The VTEC crossover, as you can see right there, VTEC, have mine set to 4K after the tune, and with the headers, like, the VTEC crossover is so loud, like, you can hear it goes brr, brr, like, you just hear it so distinct, and before it wasn't like that. But with the headers, it just sounds so distinct. I love that sound. But then, you know, when it comes to, like, if you just straight pipe the car, put a cheaper exhaust on it or something, like, don't do it right, it does sound really raspy, and it can get really raspy. And it's just, I liked it before I removed the cats. It had more of a deeper tone, but right now it's like in mid-range, it's a little raspy. But I love her at lower RPMs, higher higher RPMs. And the VTEC crossover, I do love it. I do like the way it sounds. Could sound better. There are cars that sound better, but there are cars that sound worse. So I like the way it sounds, but some don't. So without further ado, that is the end of the video today. Just a nice short little quick video for today. 5 things I hate, 5 things I love about the car. Let me know if y'all want to do me to do more videos like this, like talking videos. No, I did the other one with like the full overview and parts list and stuff like that. So that's all I have for you. Subscribe, like, comment. I read all the comments. I read all my DMs. Reach out to me if you have any questions. And appreciate y'all boys for watching. We'll see y'all.
Us. Lord, please bring my bitch, cause these hoes fried out.